Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me and for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. We're on the final straights nearly. We're at the beginning of December, which means that we've got a handful left to go. This is today's project. This is my long, slim, no cut, no glue box. Now, I made this January 2016, so almost 6 years ago now, and I have seen it modified and made many times over, but I've never seen it, well, I've seen it shrunk into small sizes and modified in that way, and it's always had the versions I've seen, the same size bottom as it has the top, whereas mine, as you can see, is much thinner at the top than it is at the base. And it just opens like that. It's just a sheet of cardstock. It's all about the fold and the burnish. And of course, I've made it Christmassy because I've got Merry Christmas on the front, which is really lovely. But it's using the new Owens Gardens suite. So these are the papers, and you can see there's gold in there. Lovely gold foiling on one side. There's another sheet. Just charming. This is the one I'm using. And then plain on the reverse. So really very nice. And this is going to be available in the January to June mini catalogue, but it is available on early order now. So that's the project, and I'm going to show you how to make it. And actually, I'm using my original instructions from my blog from 2016, and you can see that's my, oh, if it focuses on me and not the background, there we go, that's my original project, the very original. And yeah, where is it? Oh, look, there was a red version, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, January the 4th, 2016. So let me find my measurements. So I'm literally working off what I give you to work with. Okay, so I'm hoping my screen isn't going to ping. I have issues with my screen sometimes. Okay, piece of cardstock that measures 8 by 11 inches, which in metric is 20 by 28 centimetres. And on the long side, score it at 2 inches and 9 inches, which is 5 and 23. On the short side, score it at 1, 3, 5 and 7, which in metric is 2.5, 7.5, 12.5 and 17.5. And everything is on my blog, so just click open the description bar. You don't need to worry about writing anything down. And then we've got a couple of score lines. So if I hold it this way round, you can see we've got thin, wide, 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 thin. And it's this square here, and we're going to point it outwards. So just like that, so it's pointing out, and do that all the way round. So you've done all 4 of them. And like I say, I haven't remade this since 2016, but I've seen it remade lots of times by people, and they've miniaturized it, which I love. I just think that's so clever. But like I say, never with the shallow bit at the top. So I'm just going to burnish all of these. Okay, so the way it works is this needs to go out like that. As you can see here, it's going to go out. So give that a good firm press, and that one a good firm press. You see, I've done it wrong already. I folded it over to make it go out. Oh dear. There we go. So just like that, and it's just going to come together like that. Hurrah, easy peasy. So let's get some adhesive and our paper, and my phone's gone off. Okay, so design a series paper panels, all written down. It'll be on my blog. So we need 2 panels that are going to go on these sides, And they're 6 3/4 by 1 3/4, which is 4.5 by 17 centimetres. 2 of those. We've got one to sit on the top that's 3/4 of an inch by 6 3/4. We've got 2 that are going to go into these panels, and they are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then we've got 2 of these that are 3/4 by 1 3/4. And they're going to sit on this bit. So let me get this area done first, and then I won't forget. So we need these 2 skinnies and this one long thin skinny, and they're all going to go all the way along one part here. Colours of this are evening evergreen, soft succulent, which I called pale papaya the other week. I just could not call it anything other than pale papaya, soft succulent. And then these the biggest of the panels, that's going to come underneath. So it's going to miss this one because that's the bottom, and it's going to come on here. And then the final bits actually come on this square here, or these squares here. And they just go on there. And then, like I say, you build it round, fold it up. My phone goes off, and that's it, all closed together. So that's the front, because that's the top, and there's the panels there. If I remember rightly, when I was designing this, way back when, I was trying to come, oh, there it is. I was coming up with, I was trying to make a briefcase of all things, and yeah, that didn't work out. Okay, so these are called word wishes. That's the Merry and the Christmas. I might go happy. Am I going to say happy? Happy Christmas. Had this discussion with my mum the other day. We Brits tend to say Happy Christmas rather than Merry. But I usually say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, because Happy Christmas and Happy New Year doesn't sound right. But yeah, Merry or Happy, whatever you want to say, go for it. Now, on this one, I used the soft succulent and then evening evergreen over the top. I actually do not have a scrap of soft succulent, so I'm going to use the reverse of the paper and hope I can fit it in. I can't. Oh, that's not annoying at all, is it? Let me cut a bigger bit of the paper. Yeah, that was the reverse. That was a bit left over, but it's not going to fit, so oh well. So yeah, I'm just so that I get that paler colour. Pop those out. Yeah, that's still readable. That's good. That works. There, and then this little scrap here was what I had left over from when I cut down my paper, and I'm going to just fit it over the top, or roughly eyeball where it would work, there and there, chop there and flagtail the end. So to flagtail, cut straight into the middle and then go corner to point with really grubby scissors. Ew. Nobody's allowed to touch these. Naughty children. Okay, and then what colour ribbon? So I used that one on my original, but I just don't think it's going to be seen. So soft succulent, that one would do. I need a bit more glue. And just run it along there. Let's get a better pair of scissors. That's better. Oh, that chewed up end there. What's going on there? And then I'm going to pop these on. And I shared this tip, and I've shared it quite a lot recently. I'm going to share it again. So you get your liquid glue. And because I'm not very adept with the fine tip glue, so I'm going to just get a paintbrush and, oh, my glue's gummed up. There we go. Get a little bit to splot. Oh, it has. There we go. And a little tip, a little bit on the tip. And actually, I did see one of the girls on my team, Jill Chapman, who is Paper Daisy Crafting here on YouTube. I was actually watching one of her videos, and it had popped up on Instagram. And she used a toothpick. She blobbed her glue on, and then she used a toothpick to smear it around. And I thought, well, that's clever. So yeah, options. So I'm going to pop my happy on there. And my Christmas on there. And some dimensionals. Oh, look, we're down to the edges now. Use that edge there. Oops. Stick it to myself. Oh, I've got issues. I can't go. Doesn't want to let go at all. Oh dear. Get the backing off there and there. And just check and see where I think that's going to look good. About there. And that is my no glue box. Now, I would say that if you are going to be transporting this around, or if you're going to have something heavy inside it, I would maybe add a ribbon, but you don't need to. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, just as it is. This is 6 years later, looking still just as good as it did then. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.